A heartwarming yet spine-tingling homage to rock and roll's most infamous frontman, Kelly Osbourne's 2-year-old son, Sidney Wilson Jr., has captured the internet's imagination by recreating one of the wildest moments in music history. The toddler, dressed in a pint-sized skeleton outfit complete with tiny red cowboy boots, was filmed gleefully chomping down on the detachable head of a stuffed bat toy, its Velcro-fastened piece ripping away with a satisfying tug. Shared on TikTok by his proud mother, the clip has gone viral, blending innocent play with a nod to the chaotic legacy of his grandfather, the late Ozzy Osbourne, whose real-life bat incident in 1982 remains etched in heavy metal lore. Kelly, the 41-year-old daughter of the Prince of Darkness, captioned the video with a touching tribute. "Learn from the greatest, Papa." It's a moment that encapsulates the Osbourne family's unique blend of dark humor, familial bonds, and unapologetic eccentricity. Sidney, with his cherubic blonde curls and mischievous grin, embodies the next generation's embrace of the clan's storied past, turning a shocking anecdote into a playful Halloween ritual. As the little boy tears into the toy with unbridled enthusiasm, his wide-eyed delight contrasts sharply with the grim origins of the story he's unknowingly reenacting, reminding viewers of the enduring allure of the Osbournes' larger-than-life narrative. To understand the depth of this tribute, one must rewind to that fateful night in Des Moines, Iowa, during Ozzy's Diary of a Madman tour. The Black Sabbath icon, then at the peak of his solo career, was midway through a high-octane performance when a fan lobbed what appeared to be a rubber bat onto the stage. In the heat of the moment, fueled by the adrenaline of thousands of screaming fans and his own notorious substance-fueled haze, Ozzy scooped up the prop and bit down hard, only to discover too late that it was a real, deceased animal. Blood trickled from his mouth as horror rippled through the venue, but true to form, Ozzy finished the set before being whisked to a hospital for a series of rabies vaccinations. The incident, far from derailing his career, became a badge of honor, symbolizing the unhinged rebellion that defined heavy metal's golden era. Ozzy's life was a tapestry of such audacious tales, woven from threads of genius, excess, and redemption. Born John Michael Osbourne in 1948 in Birmingham, England, to a working-class family, he endured a childhood marred by dyslexia and bullying, finding solace in music as a teenager. Forming Black Sabbath in 1968 with guitarist Tony Iommi, bassist Geezer Butler, and drummer Bill Ward, Ozzy helped birth the genre of heavy metal, infusing it with occult imagery and raw emotional power. Albums like Paranoid and Master of Reality didn't just top charts, they reshaped popular culture, influencing everyone from Nirvana to Metallica. But fame's dark underbelly soon took hold. By the late 1970s, Ozzy's battles with addiction led to his dismissal from Sabbath in 1979, a low point that nearly ended him. Enter Sharon Arden, the music executive's daughter who became his manager, wife, and savior. Their partnership, chronicled in the groundbreaking MTV reality series, The Osbournes, starting in 2002, turned private dysfunction into public spectacle, humanizing rock stardom and earning the family an Emmy. Kelly, the middle child, grew up in this whirlwind, navigating paparazzi scrutiny, her own substance struggles, and a path to sobriety that mirrors her father's. Ozzy's passing in July 2025 at age 76, after years of health woes including Parkinson's disease, left a void in music that echoes still. Tributes poured in from peers like Elton John and fans worldwide, but none as personal as this pint-sized reenactment. Kelly, who welcomed Sidney with Slipknot's percussionist Sid Wilson in 2023, has been open about the joys and challenges of motherhood amid grief. Watching him discover the world with that same fearless spirit Papa had, "It's bittersweet," she shared in a recent interview, her voice cracking with emotion. The video, posted just days before Halloween, taps into the holiday's spirit of mischief and remembrance, transforming a gruesome memory into a celebration of lineage. Sidney's costume, a skeletal onesie that glows under blacklight, paired with those boots evoking a mini outlaw, adds layers to the homage. The Osbourne household has long been a haven for Halloween excess, with past celebrations featuring elaborate setups worthy of a horror film set. Kelly recalls childhood trick-or-treating in their Beverly Hills mansion, where Ozzy would don vampire fangs and Sharon orchestrated fog machines and dry ice cauldrons. "Papa loved the spooky side, it was his element," Kelly once said. Now, with Sidney's arrival, the tradition evolves, infusing tenderness into the terror. This moment also highlights the Osbourne women's strength. Kelly's sister Amy has carved a quieter path as a filmmaker, while half-sister Kelly has become an advocate for mental health, authoring books and launching podcasts on addiction recovery. Their matriarch, Sharon, 73, remains the family's North Star, managing Ozzy's estate and producing projects like the upcoming Black Sabbath documentary. Together, they've turned personal pain into purpose, with Kelly's fashion line and DJ gigs showcasing her multifaceted talents. The bat-biting lore extends beyond anecdote into cultural phenomenon. It's been parroted on The Simpsons, referenced in films like This Is Spinal Tap, and even inspired merchandise, from t-shirts emblazoned with "Bat Bites Back" to novelty toys that mimic the stunt. For younger generations like Sydney's, it's less shock value and more family folklore, a story told at bedtime with laughter instead of lectures. Experts in rock history note how such incidents humanized icons, revealing the vulnerability beneath the bravado. Ozzy wasn't just biting bats, he was biting back at a society that labeled him mad, says musicologist Dr. Elena Vargas. As Halloween approaches, Sydney's video has sparked a wave of user-generated content. Fans dressing pets as mini Ozzies, sharing their own batty tales, and debating the line between tribute and tastelessness. Kelly, ever the engager, responds with heart emojis and shout-outs, fostering a community around her father's memory. It's a digital wake of sorts where grief meets glee. In the grander scheme, this toddler's playful act underscores the Osbourne resilience. Ozzy's memoir, Last Rites, released posthumously, details his regrets and triumphs, including that Iowa night as a wake-up call from hell. Kelly, drawing from those pages, instills in Sydney lessons of creativity over chaos. "Papa taught us to embrace the weird, that's our superpower," she muses. As the family gathers for All Hallows Eve, expect more magic, perhaps Sydney leading a candy heist in his cowboy boots. In honoring Ozzy this way, Kelly ensures his spirit endures, not as a cautionary tale but as a spark for joy. The bat may be stuffed but the bite? That's pure Osbourne, fierce, funny and forever.